We continue to mark Women's Month, talking to women in various sectors within the finance and business space. And today we are focusing on entrepreneurship, and MD at Giving Wings Kefilwe Marobane joins us for this conversation in studio. Thank you so much for your time, Kefilwe. It's a tricky conversation to talk about, actually stripping women outside of the context of entrepreneurship. Where are the challenges for women in particular? Because we know, of course, it's not a level playing field.
The challenges are many. Particularly the underrepresentation of women in business. And then there are also the internal challenges that women still face in terms of getting into entrepreneurship and business, whether it is that self-doubt, that imposter syndrome, the realities of juggling the responsibilities of motherhood, household responsibilities, and then you still have to go into entrepreneurship and business.
Do you find in your experience that women have equal opportunity, especially on the side of seeking funding? Because we know that that becomes one of the impediments within the SME industry, where one is required to prove a balance sheet and books that look proper without the necessary work being done prior.
So the equal opportunities for funding, that's a contentious one. It's a matter of, do we have enough representation in the different industries where women are required to show up? And from our experience at Giving Wings, we're a consulting firm that does a lot of training and development, working with entrepreneurs on a daily basis. What we've realized is that the opportunities are out there for funding. At times, what inhibits the women to take hold of those opportunities is at a level of compliance. Do they have the relevant qualifications, expertise, and the skill set so that when that opportunity does arise, they can deliver with excellence?
Having said that, would it be unfair in the context of South Africa and advancing the female agenda to have specific programs that actually look at funding women only?
Yeah, definitely. It is needed, because the challenges facing women and men are unique and different. I want to give you an example of one of the entrepreneurship programs that we run. We've got over 115 women in our program. And in this program, we're tailoring it to address the women challenges in business. So the realities of what do I need at a compliance level? What is essential at a skill set? Because sometimes there are unique feminine characteristics and qualities that women use when they're in business. I'll give you a typical example. One of our entrepreneurs in our program literally said to me, she's like, Kefilwe, I struggle when I have to negotiate my pricing, because at times I feel so bad that they're not going to accept or embrace the pricing that I've put in. So what does she walk into? She walks into business with a lot of her emotions in it. And at times as women, we need to take the emotions out and focus on, how do I deliver this offering to the best of my quality without compromising on the cost that it takes for me to deliver on this service or product.
Interesting. Would you say we've made gains? We are sitting in 2022 and entrepreneurship is still touted as what is meant to take the South African economy forward. But we do have gaps in the system, particularly where representation is concerned, like you alluded earlier, as we talk about females within the space.
Definitely we have made gains. We're seeing it on a daily basis in our entrepreneurship programs that the women are making strides. But there is still that gap. There's still that gap where we're saying to a lot of corporates out there that they need to be intentional about creating opportunities for women in business. So it needs to be an agenda that organizations are championing of, how do we outsource suppliers to be women-owned businesses. But at the same time, for those women-owned businesses to understand that just because I have been given an opportunity and I'm a woman, I'm a black woman, it is not the credentials that I need to move forward in my business journey. What will carry me in business is my ability to consistently deliver with excellence. And at times I always say to the woman, it's not about walking into a business pitch and arriving and saying, my name is Kefilwe and I'm a black-owned woman business. No, my name is Kefilwe. This is what we do. This is how we deliver it. And this is why you need to trust us to collaborate and partner with you.
That's important, and I'm interested in finding out how you would then advise females that have recently started their business. We know that the COVID period actually sprung up a lot of new entrants within the entrepreneurial space, and particularly women. I mean, something that you would have been doing as a hobby like baking, you are now turning it into a business.
Very, very true. So my advice for any new entrepreneur, and we work with them on a daily basis, who literally the COVID pandemic propelled them into entrepreneurship, my message to them is that as you walk into business, shift your mindset, because so many times entrepreneurs are running small businesses, but their mindset is also small. So their thinking is small. The manner in which they show up to a meeting with a client, with a supplier, it's small, it's apologetic. So as much as you are running this business, conduct yourself as though you're running a growing business. The level of compliance that you have, make sure your documents are in order. Make sure that every opportunity that you are given, you utilize that opportunity as if it's your only chance. I've seen too many entrepreneurs who are actually very sloppy in their delivery of work. They arrive in an environment and feel as though I'm entitled to this opportunity. And no one owes you anything. So it would be my message to the women. My other message to them would be to show up. So when you are given a chance, go in wholeheartedly. There is no time for you saying to yourself that this is the only chance I have. I'll do what I can. Give it your all.
Absolutely.
Arrive on time. Be excellent. If you're going to have that online meeting, a lot of entrepreneurs always say, but if I'm pitching online, should I switch on my video?
Oh,
hey,
absolutely.
You are selling.
Right.
You have to have that video on.
Absolutely.
Let your client engage with you and see the passion that you have for the business that you're doing.
Great advice, and thank you so much for your time. That is Kefilwe Marobane talking to us as we mark a Women's Month right here on the Business Desk, talking about women in entrepreneurship. Back to you.